Hello Star Season, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, friend. So as you can tell from the title and the thumbnail, this video is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the end of August. So I'm just going to get right into it. I couldn't really pick up on much before I got into the cards. But all I just heard was like, lay it on me. It was like, you know, you just not, it was just like a heavy, just like, okay, just tell me what I need to hear. Even the way the cards came out, it kind of came out like in a stack, like it was a little stack, and it just all came out at once. And I was like, okay, let's get into it. You know, I could kind of feel the heaviness of your energy. So starting out, we have the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords, okay? And they're kind of looking at each other, and it's like, you know, you're kind of going back and forth with yourself mentally. You know, there's some conflict there. This could be with your partner as well too. So like the mental back and forth, the mental conflict that you're having within yourself is carrying over into your personal life. Outside of yourself, is carrying over into your interactions with others, even if it's not just, you know, an actual relationship, even like your, you know, close friends, or, you know, the people that you talk to daily, or the people that you're around most often. They're starting to see a little change in you, or, you know, like a shift in your mood, a shift in your attitude. And with this Seven of Swords and this Five of Swords, it's heavy, like, you know, conflict. The Seven of Swords is kind of like trickery, you know. You could feel like, you know, your mind is playing tricks on you, or you may feel like someone out, you know, your partner, or, you know, someone outside of you is kind of playing like mental games with you. So you're kind of like being a lot more reserved and kind of step back from the situation, kind of step back from life in general, and really just trying to tend to your thoughts and tend to your mental, tend to yourself. But at the same time, it's like spirit is kind of like, I don't want to say forcing you, but like you're kind of being pushed to kind of tend to your emotions. And we definitely just had that Aquarius full moon, so you may have felt it very, very heavily as far as like your emotions. Aquarius are like the least emotional of the zodiac. Y'all like literally do not care about really much anything. You don't really show too much emotion, whether it's excitement, sadness, anything like that. You don't really show it. And in a sense, you may not even really tend to them at all. You may not go through them at all. You just kind of go through life with a, you know, a real practical attitude, you know, a real, it is what it is, the show must go on. What you crying for kind of attitude. And it's like right now you feel like you want to cry and you don't know why, and it's like it's causing you to feel this Seven of Swords and this Five of Swords way about yourself. You kind of looking at yourself like, girl, get it together, and you're like, I can't. It's like I can't, I don't know what to do. So it's pushing you into this corner, and it's causing you to feel kind of stuck, like, and you're gonna see as the cards, as you see the illustration on the cards, you know, it's causing you to kind of feel stuck, to kind of feel like you don't want to be around others, to kind of feel like, you know, I really need to take some time to myself. I really need to go through some real healing, you know. The healing process is a never-ending process. It's a never-ending process, and that's crazy because in my meditation before I began to do these readings just now, that came up in my meditation. I did a root chakra meditation, and that message really stayed strong with me. It's like, you know, the healing process is never ending, you know. We're forever healing. We're always healing, and it's a healing journey. I feel like we're really literally brought to earth to live life, but to also continue to heal. The earth itself is a healing ball of energy, okay? So yeah, after the Seven of Swords, we got the Six of Cups, and that's when we start to get into that emotion, really intending to that emotion. You know, 6 is a number of movement. Six of Cups per se is more so diving into your childhood, you know, tending to your inner child, tending to that 5-year-old Aquarius or that 10-year-old Aquarius, you know, tending to those things and those feelings. How did you feel when you were adolescent? What kind of home were you brought up in? Kind of tending to those things and healing those emotions, letting them pass, letting them flow through you, being able to actually feel them this time around. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when we look back on things, you can tend to kind of get into that energy and you're thinking about it and you're like, wow, when I was a kid, whether if you had the best upbringing or not the best upbringing, it can kind of take you back, because now, you know, you're older, you're so far removed from 5-year-old Aquarius, 10-year-old Aquarius, and it's like now looking back and actually being able to feel those emotions, it's like, dang, I never got a chance to deal with this. I never got a chance to talk to anybody about this. And you may literally just be talking to yourself. You may literally not even be physically talking, but just replaying things in your mind. And it's like, wow, I never got to feel this. I never got to, you know, to really tend to it. So it's kind of, like I said, putting you in a corner, kind of backing you up. I'm probably going to go a little scattered here. Under the 7 of Swords, because it's 2 rows. It's 2 rows of 4 for the main card reading. And then I have the chakra cards and then the outcome card for my new deck. But anyways, under the 7 of Swords, on the start of the next row is the 2 of Cups. Okay, so this is literally healing, you know, that Kundalini energy. This is you walking up to your higher self, and it's like, girl, boy, you know, I just say girl as just a term, but yeah, it's you, your higher self, like, you know, look, it may have been a road to, you know, it may have been a bumpy road getting here, but we here, and I met you halfway. You know what I'm saying? I got a cut, you got a cut, we here. So now I'm gonna continue. The more you continue to heal, the more you continue to work with yourself, the higher this Kundalini energy is gonna rise, and the more the better the bond with yourself is. You know what I'm saying? The better the bond with your higher self, the better the bond with you spiritually, okay? Because when we have all these heavy things don't only just weigh heavy on our hearts, they also weigh heavy on our minds. And I'm just gonna flash this outcome card. See, they weigh heavy on our minds, okay? This is 9 of Swords, but we're gonna get back to that. It just weighs heavy, okay? So with that, that's, you know, I always say, you know, meditating is like dusting out your mental files. It's clearing out those files. I always bring up this, I don't know what to call it, but the episode of SpongeBob when he forgot his name and he's going through all those files trying to find his name because he can't remember. It's like when you meditate, you're literally cleaning out those file cabinets. You're allowing yourself to heal. You're allowing yourself to open up that file, read through it, feel that emotion, and get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily get rid of it, but go ahead and shred it, or transmute it, I would say, more so, being able to transmute it into a more happy thought, a more happy feeling, to where that it's just that healing. That's when we tap into this 2 of Cups energy, this Kundalini energy, okay? We also got the last card at the top row was the two of Wands. Okay, so this is movement. Well, this is more so waiting, more so having patience and being ready for the movement, being ready for the next step. So this is like that limbo that, you know, okay, I got the world in one hand, I got this in one hand. What am I going to do? What action am I going to take to go ahead and balance my life out? What action am I going to take to balance out my mental, to balance out my everyday routine? What things can I add to my routine? What things can I take away from my routine? What people in my life can I get rid of? Not that sounds so harsh. Can I kind of spend less time with, or, you know, tend to a little less because I give them so much of my energy. I don't have any left for myself. That's what this Two of Wands is. So it's like you're moving, and through this reading, it's like you're moving from the Two of Wands to the Two of Cups. So while you're sitting in this waiting period, while you're at home chilling by yourself, not talking to anyone, you're allowing yourself to kind of to tend to you, to tend to your thoughts, to tend to yourself, and to really get you right. This is the self-care that you've been waiting for. This is the self-care that you've been needing, okay? You're just taking yourself through a self-care period, okay? I'm gonna skip around a little more. And that brings me to this Eight of Swords, okay? Wanting to be isolated, not wanting to talk, okay? Now it's like, okay, you went from Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, you know, dishing out this energy, you know, the this sword air energy, to now it's like, okay, the table got to turn, the chapter got to close, you know what I'm saying, the cycle has to end. So let me go ahead and isolate myself and tend to these things, because right now it's a lot weighing heavy on my mental. Okay, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. So now this is you really filtering these things out, having that aha moment, like, okay, something's got to give. I got to do something about this, okay? And with that, we also got the Ace of Pentacles here, okay? So this is like that seed. This is you, this is the physical, okay? So this is you. You could maybe even started working out. You know, I'm getting a sense of that too. Like, you may actually be doing physical activity when you normally just go to work and go home and chill. Like, Aquarius, I could say honestly, like, because I know so many Aquarius, very chill. Like, y'all don't really ask for much, but at the same time, you feel like everybody asks so much of you. And it's crazy. It's like right now you're really in a self-centered time period, and that's okay. You have to tend to yourself. You have to care for yourself. So yeah, we got the Ace of Pentacles right there too. You know, just showing you, like, look, plant the seed, okay? That's all it starts with, planting that seed to bettering your mental health, bettering your self-care and your connection with spirit, or, you know, God, the universe, however that looks like for you. And then, you know, the last card at the bottom is the Queen of Cups. So all of this is really leading up to you tending to your emotions, nurturing your emotions, and really going through them and feeling them, and allowing yourself to be a little bit more emotional. Like, I wanted to say, like, emotionally something, but literally just being a little bit more emotional and actually having that emotional sense within yourself, okay? And not being such a B word, because you can sometimes come off that way when you don't have empathy, or you don't really show emotion, or things like that. But yeah, you're wanting to isolate yourself because, oh wait, before I get into that, the Eight of Swords, we have perception with the Eight of Swords. So it's like, you know, the outside world, your friends, your family, they may feel like, oh dang, you done ghosted everybody, you done went ghost, you know, you're not effing with us no more, you're not coming around no more, whatever. But when all actuality, they need to put themselves in your shoes. They got to hear you out. So that may need to be said, like, look, I'm just taking some time to myself. I just need a little bit of self-care. I'm kind of, you know, dealing with some internal things. Just give me some time. It ain't no love lost, but just give me some time, okay? So it's all about perception. Even if you're cross-watching, because I feel like some people may be cross-watching too, and if you don't know what that means, that just means that this isn't your sign. Aquarius has nothing to do with you, but you know someone that is an Aquarius, or your partner is an Aquarius, so you want to watch and kind of see, like, snooping in on their energy, like, okay, let me see what's going on with you. So for my cross watchers too, it's all about perception. Like, literally, Aquarius is really going through some internal things, and they don't know how to express that. Okay, they not really tapped into their emotions. They on the road to it, so they don't really know how to express that. But back to the Ace of Pentacles, that Ace of Pentacles is coming from growth, enlightenment, okay, gratitude. This is what it looks like. This is what growth looks like. This is what enlightenment looks like. Too heavy with the Two of Cups. Heavy enlightenment, okay? just kind of just knowing a little bit more. And that's the thing about it, Aquarius. Y'all are literally the sorry, I got so excited. Y'all are literally the information, the water barriers, okay? The information holders. You bring the information to the universe. You bring the humanity into the world. So it's like, you know, sometimes you gotta refill your cup. You give. You gotta refill your cup. So you're just taking some time to kind of refill your cup and replenish, and yourself, your spirit, your soul is kind of thanking you for that. Like, thank you for this isolation. Thank you for this time period. Thank you for this nurturement, and tending to these emotions. Back to this Queen of Cups, really just tending to these emotions, letting them flow, letting everything flow. Because the outcome cards, we had the Nine of Swords, but we also had the Sun. Okay, so this is seeing a brighter outcome, coming from the dark and moving to the light. Okay, going from the dark and moving to the light. So getting out of this heavy sword energy, getting these things in your mental. Look at this, like she literally has like worms, and like it just looks toxic. A lot of toxicity on the mind, and you're allowing it to be filtered. You're allowing it to kind of pass, and to just kind of filter it, go through it, clean it up, get it together. And then we got the Sun, okay? The brighter day is on the other side. That Sun card just coming through. You got this Ace of Pentacles. You got this Enlightenment card. So a lot of things are looking bright for you. You just got to go through that dark period first to get to the light. So yeah, I'm going to pull an Oracle card for y'all, and then I'm going to wrap it up. It's an Oracle message for Aquarius. Ooh. Here it go. Here it go. Y'all think y'all know it all. This card literally says hollow bone teachability. Okay, 28 breaking down to a 10, breaking down to a 1. You're going back to square one. You have to be teachable. Even if you think you know everything, even if you a CEO in a game, in a profession that you done started from, square one and made it all the way to CEO level or whatever the case may be, you have to be teachable. You have to be able to take things from conversations, take advice from other people, hear other people out, and just be teachable. Like, I don't know how else to explain that. Like, y'all understand, you know what I'm saying? You can't always just shut things out. You can't always just be like, yeah, I got it, I know, or yeah, this is how I always operate, so you just gotta deal with it. Like, no, sometimes you gotta be teachable. Your last relationship might not, that person might not operate the same way that your new person operate. So you ghosting them, you just up and, not talking to them or whatever the case may be. You got to have some type of dialogue, okay? There has to be some type of dialogue. There has to be some type of understanding to say, okay, I'm going to hear you out. Okay, I need you to hear me out. And, you know what I'm saying? Vice versa. So, teachability. If y'all don't take anything from this reading, perception and teachability, the number one keys, okay? So we already at 18 minutes, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Also, share this video to all your social media platforms. Thank y'all so much for watching. Bye.